What's up, guys? Not2_ here with a new series. This is the Stanley Parable. I know a lot of YouTubers have played this already, but hey, that's the case with Undertale and Pokemon as well, and you guys seem to have no problem with that. So, for those of you who don't know, the Stanley Parable is a great game on Steam that sort of features the same multiple endings feature as Undertale does. So if you liked Undertale, you'll probably enjoy the Stanley Parable, and if not, stick around, you might still enjoy this game. So I'm going to begin it now, and let's get started. Looks like the end is never the end is never the end is loading. See, I've seen playthroughs of this before, but I've never played it myself, so I could be in for a surprise.
This is the story of a man named
Shh, sorry, I'll be quiet.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427, I got it.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Ooh, how'd you swing
Orders
that one,
came to
Stanley?
him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
All right,
This is what employee
A+.
427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in. As though he had been made
Enjoy that
exactly
slave labor, because it sounds like you get no vacations, and 40-hour work week is not known to this
And then
world.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh,
Something that would forever change Stanley.
forever.
Something he
Wow.
would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
peculiar.
No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Wow.
Call a meeting.
None of
or
these at
even
least
say
436 employees.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and
Control.
regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, looks like you move around with mouse. Is this a point and click? Oh, nope, it's WASD. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could
Stanley
this be?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. Looking at that desk didn't do me any good. I guess I'll decide to go to the meeting room. Maybe I just missed a memo. Not this way. Yeah. All right.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No need to question what society is telling me to do. I feel like this game's not about that. Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hold on, this wonderful PowerPoint is teaching me how to dissolve a dispute with a coworker. I can let it ball up inside me, take out past... Oh, okay, it's gone. Never mind, this place is completely pointless. Ooh, a broom closet? Yeah, he didn't say anything about that. Upstairs, was it?
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, wait.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I've never played this game before or seen a playthrough of this game before. What are you talking about? Ugh. It's a little tough to control with the position my mouse is in, but oh well. Alright, these doors closing automatically behind me is not something I'm a big fan of.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk
this one here.
guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Ooh, what could that be?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
I
sheer
did.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, is this a stage light? I like it. It gives me energy. Fills me with determination. So where do I go here? This elevator, maybe? Okay. This seems safe. Oh, loading screen. That's always a great sign. What you gonna do with me?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
This question will not go unanswered for long. I will listen to this voice inside my head that's
Stanley
telling
walked
me.
straight ahead
Nope.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's an escape door here, but I'm going to continue being a nice little savant. Maybe I'll be good at something later in life. Oh, what's this? Hit.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow,
What
television
horrible
screens.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
You might have the strength to find out. Your accent is really something, mister. Alright. So can I fall through this gap? No. Is there another very clearly marked button that I didn't see immediately and I'm disregarding? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Now the monitors jumped.
So good at finding
Their
things.
true nature revealed. Each
Ooh.
bore the number of an employee in the building.
I found
His
mine.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images.
I'm gonna
on a
look at it.
screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Ooh. Even freedom from British men talking inside of your head? I feel like this bathroom elevator upwards sign should do me good.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Oh,
Had
yes.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Have I?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Oh,
That
wow.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Quite possibly. Let's step onto this hovercopter.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
This game is hard to do commentary for
But
because
here
I
was the
don't wanna-
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I don't.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt the narrator, is what I was trying to say there. But I guess I might as well go up to this big monitor screen complete with scan lines. You know, while I'm following directions. And it looks like if I get the system power off, then... Oh! Some small pixels of light.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Ooh.
Was it over?
Is it over?
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine.
Woo.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yeah, those
Freedom
shackles
was
are off.
mere moments away.
Mere moments, I tell you.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Where
How
had?
had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Probably because I'm so special.
Did this strange building hold? But
All
as
of them.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, He realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Never.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Yes.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Ooh, that cool
The feeling
breeze.
of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him.
So are we in a
This was
city
exactly the way,
or...
right now, that things were meant to happen.
Sure.
And Stanley was happy.
Yeah, why question that? I feel like... Alright, so this has been the full extent. Yep, achievement unlocked. I beat the game. So this has been the full extent of the Stanley Parable. There will be more episodes after this one, but that's where I'm going to call it at episode 1. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.